Hey you guys, welcome to the Natasha Show by God Clark, and I'm back today with Testimony Tuesday, and I am going to start sharing my testimony. So I'm going to share one of my testimony today with y'all. I hope it helps someone. I hope everybody be encouraged and you stay prayed up. So let's see, what testimony do I want to share today? I would say I want to share the testimony about my childbirth. So, back in 2014, I was pregnant with my daughter, Jemiah. And Jemiah was born at 23 or 24 weeks. She was the smallest baby I ever gave birth to. And it was due to severe preeclampsia. And at the time, my pregnancy was going good. And I didn't feel like they were going home. And wasn't nothing really going on because I had checked everything. But all of a sudden, my life and my child's life, because the child was inside of me, changed in the blink of an eye. I went to one of my doctor visits, and they said, we cannot let you go home. And I'm like, what's wrong? It says, like, your blood pressure is very high. So we're going to send you over to the hospital where you can be checked out and possibly admitted. So I was admitted in the hospital for 2 weeks. It was so severe and bad. The top number was high, the bottom number was high. They couldn't even get it go down. No matter what pills they were giving me, it would not work. It would not do nothing. And it got to the point where they did the 24-hour urine test on me. And I had over 3,000 protein in my urine. Borderline. So my kidneys stopped working. I had kidney failure. And then when the kidney stopped working, the blood pressure got worse. And my breathing got worse. And I was just sitting there like scared, terrified, like what is going on? And they talked to my kids' daddy and grandmother. They told them that they didn't know how things were going to be. I might not survive this. And if I do, I don't need to have no more kids. Because my body cannot handle no more children. And then they end up coming in there. They didn't tell me everything like they would talk to my kids' grandmother and the father. But they did tell me, I don't think you're going to make it through the night. I think you need to call your family and tell them and get them up here because we're doing all we can and you're really sick and the medicine's not working. You talking about somebody was so scared and in so much fear. I've never been that scared a day in my life. I mean, I was extremely scared because that was the first time that something was taking place for his childbirth. So they told me when you get 25 weeks, we would take you down to the OR and do emergency C-section on you at about 24, 25 weeks, I would say. And they waited. So when the weeks came, I was that week, and they was telling me before I had the C-section, they was like, we might not can save your baby. We would not be able to save your baby, but we can save you. And at that point, I was like, no, please just try to save my baby. And they was like, we want to save you. We want to save the baby. We cannot be saved, both of y'all. So our thing is right now is to save you. We might not be able to save the baby because she's so small. She's going to be so small. She's going to be born early and she's going to be sick. She is going to be going through a lot. That was a lot. I took it in. Still scared, but I understood what was going on. So the day came on my emergency C-section. They rolled me down there. No, before they rolled me down there, they had a C-section. They were doing blood tests on me days and weeks prior to the C-section. And they said that they was concerned because not only the blood pressure, not only the kidney failure, but I had platelets. The platelets was so bad and out of whack that they was afraid that if they cut me that I would bleed out. It was bad. But when I did have her, brought me to the OR, they got me prepped. My kid's father came in there. They didn't have me numb like they should. And when they went to cut on me, I felt like I was in the movie called Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I felt like I was in that movie because I could feel them cutting me while I'm woke. I was hollering. I was looking at my kid's father. I was crying. I'm like, please tell them to stop. It's burning. I could feel it. Because when they do a C-section, they use this scalpel thing and it's like burn the flesh. And I could feel it burning through my stomach. I could feel the pain. Then they said, well, we're going to put you to sleep because we cannot do it because your stomach has open. We can't sit you up and put some more medicine in your back. I was scared to be put to sleep. I was like, I don't want to be put to sleep. I was scared. But I was so in the middle, tired of feeling the pain, scared of feeling the pain, scared to be put to sleep. Before I know it, I just let them do it. They put it in me. They put the medicine in me, and I went to sleep. I woke up, the baby was born. And my kid's father, he said, the baby wasn't breathing. So like she was born and wasn't breathing, they had to rush her to the NICU. He said, but man, he said, she is so small, man. He said, she is so tiny. And I thought he was lying. Because sometimes he used to always play and be seeming like he's serious, but be playing. I'm like, don't stop playing. Don't be playing. He was like, I'm for real, man. She's real small. She's tiny. He said she wasn't even breathing. He said they rushed her to the NICU. I want to see my baby. They wouldn't even let me see my baby for a while. They said, you can't see her. And I knew that she had to be in a bad condition because they wouldn't let me see my baby. So, they said, you can't see her till you calm down and get your blood pressure down. It took me a minute to calm down. Their grandma had to stay praying over me. She was praying. She was praying. The blood pressure still up. She kept praying. I was praying. By that time, I still wasn't even out of the woods. I was still in critical state. And one day, my kid grandma came beside me. She was talking to me like everything was good, but I knew something was wrong because the way she was looking, but she was trying to hide it. And then she told me, she said, I got to pray. She had to go back into prayer because she said, I see death all in your face. She said, when she looked at me, my face was just sunk in up here. And I didn't know it had got that bad because I hadn't really been looking in the mirror because I was so weak. Couldn't hardly breathe, blood pressure high, kidney failing, platelets, blood work was bad. It was bad. Urine was bad. When I finally looked in that mirror, I seen it for myself and I got scared, terrified. And when they left, her and her son left that night seeing me, I won't never forget, it was raining and storming. You could hear lighting outside. And when it was lying, it was raining, I just went to praying. I sat up in the bed, I was laying down, crying and crying and praying. God, please let me live and not die. Please, God. I am too young. I want to be here to live with my children. Don't let them have me. I'm just praying, going back and forth. Don't let me die. It ain't my time yet. Don't let me go. It ain't my time. Just praying. And I was scared. As a couple days, the next day, things was still rocking. A couple days later, my kid grandma still calling me, praying with me on the phone, coming up there praying with me. And as time went on, they gave me one more blood pressure pill. It began to work. Blood pressure started dropping. Things started getting better. I was so dizzy and weak too with all this going on. And when I did get better, they said, well, we're going to let your boyfriend put you in the wheelchair. We're going to let him push you downstairs to the NICU where you can be able to finally see your daughter. Finally seen him. We got in the door. I told him, before you push me all the way in there, wait. I said, wait a minute, Jay, before you push me now. I looked at these beds on the side, left side, right side. I just broke down and started crying a little bit. I looked at I think she was on the far right. And there was a blanket over it. I don't know what it was, but I knew that was my baby. I don't let my baby back there in that bed. I said, she in that bed back there. She back there. I just kind of knew. And they said, yeah, she's back there. And they took he rolled me in. They took the blanket off. And I took it hard. I boohooed. I cried. And they said, we so sorry. The nurse was talking to me. We so sorry. We doing all we can to take care of her. Oh, I was crying. I took it hard. That's the most hurtful thing I had to go through. Seeing my baby that small, little hand this little. Seeing her fight for her life. She had this old ventilator on her. She had the ventilator that shaped like a washing machine. It's white like a washing machine and shaped. It go do. That's how it sound. She had that on her. She was so little. Her little diaper was this little diaper, this little. I cried so hard because I never seen a baby that little. I cried so hard because I didn't know what was going to happen with my baby. Was she going to make it? Was she going to pull through? She was fighting for her life. But I finally was able to be released and went home. I still was short of breath. Even the day I went home, I couldn't even make it from the front door to the back door with being short-winded like I was going to pass out. It was so bad. I had to be on like 6 blood pressure pills a day. 2 different blood pressure pills, but I think it was 6 a day. I finally was able to start feeling better at that time, but the medicine side effects started making me feel worse. I'm like, I couldn't even change my son. I had a son that just had turned 1. No, he hadn't even turned 1 yet, but about to be 1. He was in diaper. I'm trying to change him. The medicine put me weak, tired, dizzy. I couldn't even hardly change. I changed him. I'd be pulling back in the playpen, lay him down for me. I was just so tired and weak. Because at that point, I was still home, but my body was still fine. I started pumping out breast milk for her to get better because they said the breast milk is a good nutrition that will help the babies in the NICU get better and grow and have good brain function. So I was pumping it, but since I didn't go my whole pregnancy, my breast never filled up like it should. So only this much of milk would come out in the bottle, and I would get discouraged. And they said, don't get discouraged. You got this, mama. You doing all you can for your baby. You know, we can take that breast milk right there and give it to her. Because whether you know it or not, she's so little, that's all she needs. Because her stomach ain't but so big because she's a little tiny something. That made me feel better. So I was popping breast milk, putting it in the little thing that they give you, the little ice cooler thing they give you. And I was taking it to her, and they said, they called me. No, I would call over there, and they would talk to me, and they said, Mom, she love your breast milk. We don't know what you eat, what you putting in it, but she love your milk. She love it. So, sorry, my camera. They said she love it. And they said she was tearing it up. She had a little feeding tube on her tongue. She had tube run from her tongue on down to her stomach. And another little tube. And they said she was tearing it. Since she had her tongue wanted some more. But she had a little bitty head with a head full of curly hair. But when I say God said yes, when the doctor said no, when the doctors gave up on me, God didn't give up on me. He kept me alive. He kept me. He pulled me through because things were really bad for me. My organs started to shut down. I was in critical condition. But God saved me. God heard my cry. God gave me strength. God kept me. He pulled me through. And I had to come on here and share the rest of the story about my baby, the rest of her life and her condition on another whole video. But that was half right there. But when I say God is real, God is on time, God is amazing. When God say yes, can't nobody do anything. Can't no door close. Can't nobody do anything when he say yes. When he say yes, she gonna make it. Yes, she gonna be healed. Yes, she gonna pull through. Yes, She gonna, hallelujah, give me the glory because of what I have done. Yes. She gonna share her testimony. Yes. She's a walking testimony. I tell you, when God say yes, ain't nothing no one can do. Because when they gave up on me, when they said no, when they said, I don't think you're going to be here through the night or another day, God said, yes, she will. He said, she will be here. He said, she will make it. I will pull her through. So if anybody going through any bad childbirth, anybody fearing and scared for their life, I'm here to tell you. It might look bad. You might not know what on the other side of the childbirth. But you just got to keep your head high. Stay prayed up. Stay keeping the faith. Stay positive. It's easy to be said and done because when you in this situation and nobody else in it, they cannot tell you how to feel. They don't know how they feel. Until they be in a real life death situation. Until they be in a near death situation. But I'm here to tell y'all, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Fight the good fight. Hold on long and strong. Hold on. Because God is there with you. And He's there to rescue you. Set you free. Heal you. Deliver you. Break addiction. Break cycles. Break soul ties. Oh, Lord. Break generation curses and spells. He's there. He's still working on me and my life and my kid life, my grandma. He's still working. You know, I have my day when I'm down and out, but God keep me going. God keep me going. He keep me prayed up. He keep me calling on His name. So I just thank you. So today was Testimony Tuesday, and I just had to share a little bit of my testimony. Y'all have a good day. Thank y'all for watching. Please don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and hit the bell. So when I post, your notification will be up there. So y'all have a best day. And please, ask God to protect your peace and your sanity. Protect your mind. But I thank you for watching me and hearing my story. And I will try to be on here every week telling one of my testimonies. Have a blessed day. Bye. So y'all, I forgot to mention that before they sent me home, they also was saying that since my kidneys were failing, that I might, in fact, indeed, have to go home being put on dialysis. And I prayed about that thing. I said, the devil is a lie. I would not be on dialysis. And they said I might have to be on dialysis the rest of my life. I said I would not have to be on dialysis at all or for the rest of my life. And I prayed about that thing, and I had never had to be on dialysis. Had never had to go now day, now year, now month. God is so good. He's been so good to me and everybody around this world. He's been so good. But I just wanted to mention that because that was one of the things I forgot to mention. Okay.